Hi, everybody. Those of you on the call probably know that I'm Suzanne Jones. I am our board trustee, but I am also serving in an interim position as the development director. I have Jessica Bell on here, who's also working with me in development, and another SYNGAP mom out in California, and then Virginie McNamer. I don't say it right, sorry.
You're
She's
fine.
the president and COO who is in Indiana, and then I'm representing Georgia. So we're from everywhere. And thank you to those of you who could join us for this 2025 year-end fundraising launch for Unlock There Tomorrow. And if you're listening to this later, thank you, and we're available for questions. So I'm just going to dig right on in. As you know, last year we had our first year-end community-wise fundraiser. It was Coast to Coast Clinics, and it was a huge success. And it was a nice complement to Sprint for SYNGAP, which a lot of you are aware of and may participate in already. I don't know, but Jessica Bell is obviously really involved on the Cure SYNGAP1 side with that. But we want to complement that again this year in the last quarter, and we want to continue offering a fundraising opportunity for community-wide in the last quarter. And so our goal and plan is to use Unlock There Tomorrow into the future as a campaign at year end, just like we use Sprint for SYNGAP for a community-wide peer-to-peer campaign in the spring. So we are looking to the community to support life-changing opportunities for tomorrow. And the motto here is for one, for all, living with SYNGAP1. And we have a lofty goal this year. It's to raise 1 million. We've already raised about 1 million this year thus far. So we are ahead of last year and the year before, which is incredibly exciting. And so we are going to push ourselves to get to 1 million. We certainly are out there pounding the pavement with biopharma, trying to ask them if they will help support clinical trials, which is a consortium effort that we have going. And so that if we get any of the biopharmas to help support funding clinical sites going forward, that will be part of this. But we're also looking to our community. We really can't operate as Cure SYNGAP1 without all of us digging in and figuring out ways to fundraise. It's not always easy and fun, but it takes all of us to make it happen. So thank you for listening to this and thinking about what you can do to make a difference. And the goal for this particular fundraiser is more global and overarching than simply like last year's, which was to fund clinical sites. It's similar to Sprint for SYNGAP. It is to literally unlock tomorrow and improve tomorrow for anyone living with SYNGAP1. And that really aligns with Cure SYNGAP1's mission, which is to accelerate the availability of safe and effective disease-modifying treatments for absolutely everyone, young and old, rich, less wealthy, anybody around the planet who is affected by SYNGAP1 related disorders. We want to do what we can to make sure that come one, come all. If there's a treatment, a therapy, a cure for anyone and everyone.
And with all kinds of mutations.
And with all kinds of mutations. To me, that is anyone and everyone. A lot of us have rare mutations, and the majority of us have mutations that are an N of one. So that, and there's even mutations out there that haven't even been discovered yet. So we're thinking globally and we're thinking about the whole community worldwide because that's the only way that we can actually come around to treatments and a cure for everyone. So the plan for this campaign is that we're launching really today. And as I was mentioning earlier, we are starting with marketing tomorrow. We will have campaign-specific emails. One of those should go out tomorrow that has been drafted. We will have reference to the campaign in newsletters that Ed Gabler will be helping with. And then we have drafted social media posts. I'll show you later what the dates are for those posts. And this campaign is meant to run through year end, which is December 31st. And then the next step is that all of you would also be engaging in this campaign with your individual fundraisers. So this is a slide that shows our campaign website. everybody will be able to access that website. It's syngap1.org/unlock to get to it. And we are using a new fundraising platform called GiveSmart. It's one we've used in the past for events, and it is very user friendly. And what's amazing about it is you literally can just click right there on the home screen, and we'll look at it at the end if I don't forget, to create your own fundraiser. And we will show that later. But we already have the campaign main page set up, and it is ready for each individual fundraiser to get set up as well. So tomorrow awaits. Step one is to take action and create your fundraiser. What's great is, unlike in years past where you've had to email Jessica ad nauseum with all the details and have her create it, all you do is click and you input some information. You will then, you can input your, excuse me, you can personalize this by sharing your story. We have a draft story in there and a draft message, but that is where you absolutely can email us and share a more specific message that you would like us to input to edit the fundraising page for you. And I believe you may be able to do that yourself. I have not tested that, but I believe you might be able to do that yourself. And then you'll want to put a photo in there of your Syngapian. And then you want to share your fundraiser with your network. So you definitely want to include your personal fundraiser link when you're sharing all of our posts. So the social media posts I referenced earlier that Kirsten Get One will be putting out, you can share those, or you can copy the picture from them or the image from them and do your own posts. I recommend posting anywhere you have a platform set up. I suggest sending emails, texts, calling people, getting your mom and dad to, getting your brothers and sisters to, your spouse, anybody you can have help you spread the word about your fundraiser. And something that I also recommend that I'm going to do that I have not done before is to add the fundraising link to your signature in your email. I've never done that before. I thought I'd try it this time around. And then I wanted to make a note for everyone that something that's also more user-friendly and fun with this particular campaign is that if you literally go to 71777 and text the word unlock, you can access the campaign. And what's really cool is I tried this the other day. I accessed our campaign. I was able to, because I did a test run, you'll see there's $5 in there, and that's mine. But I was literally able to choose my daughter's individual fundraiser because she's the one fundraiser set up so far and donate using Apple Pay on my phone. It was shockingly easy, which was very exciting because technology for me is not usually very easy. So again, just with creating your own fundraiser, obviously, I can share this slide deck later for where to click, but I've also just given you the website link, which is again, kirstengap1.org/unlock. But when you click, you get this little, this form pops up and you just input your information. And then you click create. It doesn't look exactly like this anymore because we made a few tweaks today in a meeting session. So I need to update this, but it looks very similar. Basically, the issue here is first name, we've renamed that to say your fundraiser name. I didn't want my fundraiser to be called Suzanne Jones. I wanted it to be called B. Jansen's Key. So I put for first name B. Jansen's Key. And then we've now blocked last name. And then we've added a field where you can input your own name so we know who you are, although we probably will be able to figure that out. So this is a smidge different than the updated version, but easy peasy. You will do that piece. Your request will be sent to both Jessica and me for confirmation. And then once we've confirmed it's live and we've confirmed with you that you like the wording and in it and your picture is good to go, then you are live. So let's see here. Next. All right, sorry. Okay, so how can we help? So we, Virginie, Jessica, and I are all here to help anyone. We've got lots of people, other people waiting in the wings to help out as well, like Lauren or Amber, just depending on what your needs are. But like I said a couple times, we will be sharing campaign posts. I've got the dates for the specific posts that we plan to send out right here. The one that's supposed to go out on Friday is this image right here on the screen. We are now making our posts in, I guess, vertical rectangles because I gather Instagram has changed. I assume this will all look fine on Facebook too. I have not tested it all at length, but not to worry. I will be engaging in this campaign along with y'all. So if I notice anything I don't like, I'll reach out. But the dates where we will be posting are right here. So you can tag off of those and share for them yourself. And then we also have downloadable resources, and there is a folder that you can access for the downloadable resources. And in that we have a logo, our new logo, an Unlock There Tomorrow logo in case you need it for your own posting, some sample wording for both an email to send to your community and all your friends and family, and then also a sample social media post wording, and you can do with that what you'd like. Submission talking points, which comes back around to, and that's what I want to click into that later if I remember again, but that comes around to helping you talk to people about specifically what it is that we're trying to do when we say we believe in a treatment or a cure for anybody and everyone with SYNGAP1. And we have a couple extra PR tiles if you want to spread the word and ask for funds on either Halloween, Thanksgiving, or New Year's. If you have something else you want to throw out to me, I'm not the best at Canva, but I can certainly try and create something for you. And then if you want a support session with Jessica and me, please reach out. Our joint email address is giving@curesyngap1.org. So we are happy to help. We want to do everything we can to help you get started, and we are here for the long haul once you have gotten started. So very fun stuff. Keeps not wanting to click. Okay, ways to raise. We just threw a couple easy ways to raise on the screen. Really, the sky's the limit. Like if Jess Johnson wants to listen to this and do a car show, I'm all for it. There's a million different ways that you can, gather people and ask for money. But so the sky's the limit, but some ideas that we threw out for y'all are just commit to an ongoing virtual campaign. In this year's instance, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to email, text, call, post on social media, do my best to beg my parents and my sister to get out there and get the word out for me as well. See if they're willing to forward my posts on social media. And I'm going to have a grassroots viral campaign virtually. But other ideas are a bake sale or a lemonade stand. There's a cute little lemonade stand up there. That's a great way to raise money. Hosting a dine-in. I know that Chipotle gives some money back to charities. There are, I'm sure, some other companies out there as well. You can easily Google easy ways to fundraise. You can make flyers, distribute them at work, the gym, your kids' schools, if you're allowed to. Sports facilities or teams. Honestly, my kids are older now, but when they were all on teams, I definitely would have different little messages to all the different groups that I participated in. The little baseball group, we've got the little football group, we've got the school group. Different, a lot of us are involved with different types of people in our different worlds that we live in. And so I hit them all up. My theory when it comes to fundraising is it's awkward and uncomfortable, but I don't have the personal funds to get my daughter's treatment to the finish line. So I have to ask. I don't enjoy it, but I know all somebody has to do is say no. And then I move on to the next person. And what we've learned over time is a lot of people say yes, and people surprise you. So I know this may not be what everybody enjoys. I certainly don't, but this is how we help our kids. And so thank you for doing it. I appreciate you getting out there, and know that you're not alone when it's not pleasant all the time. But all you can do is ask. You don't harass people, just ask. Ask again, maybe ask another time. Because people are busy and forget. And that's all you can do. They either ignore it, they say no, or they donate. And there you go. Another idea is to sell donuts. The Krispy Kreme is incredibly benevolent. That happens to be my son and his friends. They did a little fundraiser last year. They have not jumped on doing another one yet. Those teenagers are tough. But Krispy Kreme donates 50% of what you raise back to you. So we have there's linked on here, we have an entire easy peasy, step-by-step suggestions for how I did that campaign with my son and how you could do a campaign through Krispy Kreme. And something that's really cool about doing something through Krispy Kreme or a lemonade stand or a dine-in is that people, to some extent, feel like when you're getting something for your money, it's easier to give. So just keep that in mind. And quite frankly, with the Krispy Kreme one, I also noticed that when people are getting a box of donuts for what they'd pay for it at the store, then they're coming and picking it up at we designated my house. You can designate anywhere to come have everybody come pick it up. You can also deliver. But a lot of people also gave a donation too. So that was interesting and cool.
Suzanne, can you remind everyone how much you raised on the Krispy Kreme?
We raised $10,000,
Thank
which was
you.
very exciting, very exciting. It was definitely more than we expected. It was shocking. It was great. And one of the things that I really recommend is that I got my son to get friends to do it with him. He certainly wasn't doing it alone. But what's cool about galvanizing the three friends was that I kept saying to him, you might want to get them to get their moms to also reach out to their friends. And I could tell when people pulled up to my house who I didn't recognize that clearly there's power in numbers and spreading out from just ourselves. Having those three other boys help out was key to making more money than we expected.
And it's great for college application if you have,
Um,
I have high schoolers, and so they will be next in
oh,
line for the Krispy Kreme.
absolutely. No, absolutely. And especially the other thing that's good for a college resume is when you do it again and show that you can do something more than once. So I'm pressuring, and it's possible I was pretty helpful in that one because I know that resume needs to be bolstered in the next year. Um, and then another thing that an easy way that we have not actually published yet our blog about, but to make money by doing literally nothing is linking to both Raise Right and Give Freely. Virginie, why don't you tell us a little bit about Raise Right?
Sure. So Raise Right is an app that you download on your phone, and it has lots and lots of gift cards from a ton of different retailers. So Starbucks, Target, Home Depot, like all kinds of pretty much everything that you buy on the data on your daily life. So you go on Raise Right, you pre-buy the gift card online, and the retailers will donate money back to Cure SYNGAP1. So I think Starbucks, for example, is at 4.5%. Panera is, last time I bought a gift card, I think it was 8% back to Cure SYNGAP1. So those are like purchases that you might spend anyway on your daily life. And Chipotle's on there, grocery stores are on there. So it's just changing your habit of buying a gift card instead of just paying with your credit card. So that has been a little bit of an adjustment. But now before I spend any money, I just go to Raise Right. I check to see if they have a gift card, if they're part of the program. If they are, I pre-buy the gift card. I load it up on, if I have an account with Starbucks, for example, I load up the gift card on my Starbucks account, and then I just scan my Starbucks app. I use Starbucks, so that's the one that I use the most. Sorry.
Give
But
up your cup, Virginie. Give up your cup. That was last year or the year
that was
before.
last year. I don't need to give
Year
up my
before.
cup.
Before,
I
right,
do
Jessica?
not need to give up my cup because now when I'm buying my
Okay.
cup,
You're
it's
giving back.
raising
Okay.
money
That's true.
for Cure Singap one. So it's
That's
all
fair.
good. All the money
That's
I spend
fair.
is just like
Fair.
so anyway, so those are my daily money that I would spend anyway is going automatically. There's a percentage that's going to Cure Singap one, and it's not me paying for it. It's the companies that are contributing to the organization. So that's what I like about it. You just have to remember to go to Raise Right before going to that. And especially as you get into Christmas time,
Yeah.
I've done it for birthday gifts, like Dick's Sporting Good is one of them on there. All the big retailers are on the app. So you can, it adds up. I mean, it's again, free money, I guess.
Exactly. Well, it does that up. Think about if our entire community was doing that and getting a small percentage back. It's very significant when we all do it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
Virginia's impressive. She actually can quickly buy gift cards, get it into this whole raise right thing, and pay for something all in like 2 minutes standing in a store line.
Yep.
I'm not quite that good, but I've been consider and I haven't been out and about lately, but I'm thinking about even like at Christmas, I have been known to buy either Chick-fil-A gift cards or Starbucks gift cards or Amazon gift cards. And I know if I'm going to buy a gift card, I can go ahead and get a gift card, doing it on very simply to buy Christmas gifts, which is on Raise Right. And I did just look this week, and my grocery store is on there as well. And it's say 1 or 2%, but if I buy a gift card, the store I go to every single week, I spend more at the grocery store, I think, than anywhere else. So it would add up. So we will get a blog out on that soon. We're getting help from Joe getting that done. And then Give Freely is another easy, free way of just giving money back to Cure SYNGAP1 without literally doing a thing except for clicking a button. And obviously this is linked here as well. And this is more similar to, I don't know if any of you have the honey coupons that sort of pop up when you're getting ready to buy something and it asks you, do you want a discount? It kind of pops up for me. I've added it as an add-on to, I believe, Google Chrome. And so it'll ask me about discounts because I do like a discount. And so instead, so that can still happen. But for me now, Give Freely just pops up and it says, do you want to give back XX%? And the percent is different based on each store. But so I just bought something at Macy's. I got money back. And literally all I do is hit yes. And I have confirmed with Lauren Perry, money flows into Cure SYNGAP1. It's great.
Did you go to Raise Rights before you went to Macy's?
No, okay, I told you I'm not doing very well
Suzanne.
yet. I know, don't, but thank you for calling me out in front of anybody who watches this. That's awesome. I told you I have downloaded it. I have both of them on my phone now. I
Macy's has a great percentage back to organizations, I think.
okay. We're
Sorry.
not okay. Thank you for again for calling me out. I am not perfect. I'm working on it though. Anyway, we will again, the blog is late. We're sorry. We're getting Joe Ashline's helping us with that, but we will get that out to everybody. And if everybody does that, it's amazing. And again, the Give Freely is also a little bit like back when Amazon Smile gave back money to Cure SYNGAP1 back when we were SRF. Um, it's similar methodology to that. And a very benevolent man set it up who believed in nonprofits and blah, blah, blah. You can read the story. We'll get the information to you. Anyway, the sky's the limit is really the point. And obviously you can't do it all. Virginia hasn't been using Give Freely lately, I bet, but I'm going to make her. And I will get better at Raise Right. We each clearly have our fan favorites, but there's a lot you can do. That's the point, is anything that you want to do is a way to raise money. And then you can do even more if you'd like and shoot for the stars. If you have sort of a potential donor who you think might be more of a high net worth kind of individual, you are welcome to access Virginia's calendar. You can request a meeting with Mike through his assistant. Again, like we want to all be available to you. And if there's somebody out there who needs the touch of one of them, they are available. Other ideas are you can write letters to community leaders. You can find some family foundations or community foundations. Shout out to Emily Brimsek and Eric Moulton, who this week had me do an hour-long conversation with a local community foundation who they happen to know. It's amazing. There are various different ways that people can come up with to give money back to nonprofits. And so those are out there. You can also contact local TV stations and pitch your story. I have done that a few times. It's not, you don't always get the yes, but there are times you do. I've even been on a radio show. I think I don't, you can, it does take time and effort, but you can get your name out there. And again, there's other ways. So think about it, figure out what works for you and your community, and, make some noise. Of course, I have to give a little plug for anybody who's really excited about fundraising and events and grants and sponsorships. If you want to do more than just have this fundraiser, I'm not saying this week or this year, but our group, the Resource Mobilization Group, for people like for Jessica and I, would love your help. And we have other people on our team who are not on this call right now, but it's a really great team where everybody does a little piece. And so it all comes together and to the whole of us being able to be as successful as we have been, but we need to keep pushing the envelope and we need more help. So think
We
about
have
it.
a hand raised,
Yes.
Audrey.
Okay.
I don't know if she can. Let
She
me
talk.
see. I'm gonna allow to talk. Yeah.
Oh, Audrey.
Audrey. I don't know if you were raising your hand to just say because you wanted to join or if you wanted to talk. So I just promoted you to talk.
She might not want to.
She might not want to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hi, Audrey. It's nice to see you again. Okay. This, again, we will share this. I wanted to give you an outline of some basic steps
All
that
right,
you
I'll
can,
just.
yeah, that you can take over the next approximately, I think it's 11 weeks, just to try and help you gauge, like, how could you go about this fundraising initiative? Now, obviously, if you're doing it following these basic steps, you're following my path, which is going to be the grassroots virtual fundraiser with the emails, the calls, the texts, and such. You can add on to this in any way, shape, or form. But basically, the launch is in this next week. Planning your strategy, start thinking on your story, and you'll see here in the column that I've tried to note when Pure SYNGAP1 is having posts, and then I've tried to note in the file in the far column approximately how long I think it might take you in your week to execute this activity, because we're trying not trying to ask you to reinvent the wheel, because none of us have that kind of time. We're just asking you to do what you can to try and have a fundraiser and see how it goes. Any money, any dollar raised matters, because you are raising awareness and you're participating and you're helping us get to our end goal. So I'm not going to go through each and every one of these in detail, but each different week I've given some little suggestions. And again, these first 2 weeks are pretty easy. Like, start thinking about this, request the page, and start sharing the posts. So giving you a little bit of bandwidth to get going. And then, come to around to week 3, start, share the other post with a personal note, and then start sharing your personal story in whatever way is you want to. Text, email, calls. I threw out 20 plus people. I mean, I'm going to try and reach every single person I've ever met. Do what you can. And then I gave different ideas as the weeks went on, in terms of, you can share some updates, you can post some notes of gratitude. We've got different, like I said, the images from Halloween, Thanksgiving, and New Year's that you can throw out there at some point. You can think about having a little online challenge, like, can I get 10 people to donate $5 by Friday? And honestly, that kind of challenge works. Julie Miles with Scramble for Syngap got online, and I can't remember what the specific promotion was, but she was trying to sell tickets for the bike that she was trying to raffle off for Scramble. And she had something, whatever it was, within less than a week, we had met the goal of her selling, say, 20 tickets. So I, of course, was like, I think you should double it. And so anyway, it's a kind of fun. All of us love a little friendly competition. So that's something I need to think about doing myself. But just, again, think about ways just to make this fun and cute and get your cute little child's picture out there. This next slide has a continuation of suggestions and a continuation of the different time we think it'll take. And if you'll see, I mean, really, we're not asking you to take more than 30 minutes a week at the max. Some weeks, really only 10. Again, you can take as much or as little time as you'd like. But our point is that you don't have to put so much time into this that it's a burden for you. Obviously, if you're making lots of calls, maybe it takes more time, but maybe you're really enjoying it and maybe you're catching up with people. So this is just an outline of ideas and suggestions, and I'm happy to give you more if you want to have a call. I'll be working on thinking on these myself. So any other thoughts on that, Virginia or Jessica?
No, just if you need help with the how to tell your story, just let us know. We've seen many posts over the years. Like, you can look at the warrior pages as well. If you, I assume most people now by now have a warrior page. You can grab information from that, update it. But we're happy to help you kind of craft that message, because it's also often kind of difficult to figure out how to share your story, and we're happy to guide you on that.
We can also help you guys with making your own personalized tiles as well. We can, if you give us pictures, if you guys want to make your own specific, personalized message, we can help you with that as well.
Yeah. Um, wow, we powered through that. Is that it? Wow, that's it. Okay, so working together, we can make this happen and we can really make a difference this year. Again, this is Jessica's and my names, the email address that you can access us at. And like both she and Virginia just iterated, we are available to you. So I wanted to see if I can pull out of, let's see, how do I get out of this? There we go. Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to get out of this whole this view. Exit full screen. There we go. So I want to really quickly pull up for you first this mission statement. View. Okay. And Virginia, I'm going to let you chat about this if you don't mind, and I can chime in. But I wanted everybody to see this is available in your toolkit. We really tried to dial down into what our mission statement really means to us.
Sure. I mean, you did a great job at the beginning of the session explaining what it is. So to kind of reiterate, our mission is to accelerate availabilities for safe and effective disease-modifying treatments for everyone with SYNGAP1 related disorder. And so what does that mean if we kind of break down every key word? Accelerate. What it means is that Cure SYNGAP1, we do not own the treatment. We don't own any treatment. We're not planning on creating our own treatments. What we do is we catalyze, and we are doing everything we can to get pharma to take treatments to the next stage, if that makes sense. So that's really our role, is to accelerate the path to treatment. Availability, that's really about access. And our goal is to make sure once treatments are available, it's access for all. It doesn't matter, age, the phenotype, the genotype, the whether you're wealthy or not, and where you live in the country or in the world. That's really our goal, is going to be access for all. Safe and effective, that's obviously kind of pretty self-explanatory. We want safe and effective medicine. We want treatments that are safe for our kids and that work. Disease-modifying treatments, that's the difference. Like right now, most of our kids have, or most of the SYNGAP patients have treatments that are targeting symptoms. We want disease-modifying treatments. We want treatments that are targeting the root cause of the disease, which is SYNGAP1. So that's really our focus right now. And then for everyone with SYNGAP1 related disorders, that's really looking at all of the different mutations. And as you know, there's many different mutations, and there's some edge cases. And as we roll out in the first round of clinical trials, some subcategories might feel left out, but we want to make sure everyone understands that we are worked as an and there. Like, we're really trying to find and pursue avenues for everyone. So that's really our mission, and we are sticking to that mission. And then for that, it requires a lot of time, energy, and money. So we are getting closer to one clinical trial. We have other coming in the pipeline, but it is going to. We want options for our population, and then we're going to want access. So that's our mission.
Yep. Thank you.
And we need your help.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Well, and quite frankly, with that being said, it's just, it's not lost on me that with all of our mutations being unique, it's pretty obvious, even with the drugs that have been trialed, not all those drugs are impactful and helpful for all of us. But some people, some of the drugs that people have been trying have been life-changing. So that right there shows you the drugs that we're even looking at haven't been a panacea for all. So the clinical trials that we have coming up, those specific treatments aren't going to be a panacea for all. So that's why we want to just keep, we want to, keep working to get a number of options out there, because we have such a unique and diverse group of individuals. All right, so now this last little thing I want to show y'all is, can everybody see this? Can you see my screen, Gal?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is our live site. And oh, I asked either Amber or I bet Amber did this, got our little logo up here at the top. That's great. I couldn't do it myself. And so I was asking for help. But so we have a little scrolling information. Whoops, going fast. Scroll right here that we will hopefully eventually put our children's photos in here. But this is the main page, and then, like I said, right here is the create a fundraiser button, easy peasy. And that will be sent, your request and the information that you send will be shared with Jessica and me. And then once all of us start creating fundraisers, as you scroll down this page, you will be able to see fundraisers down below. First, we have a little impact statement here, which will hopefully be read by those people who are considering donating and also by people considering setting up a fundraiser. And I guess right here, maybe, you know what, this is probably closed right now, but you'll be able to see all of our fundraisers. Oh, there's Jansen. There's her $5. And then we will also, something I think is really cool is you can see who has donated. And then what's also really cool is when and if any of y'all want a report from us in terms of who has donated to your specific campaign, it is much more, it is much easier for us to get you a report quickly and easily than it has been in the past with some of our other platforms. So ask away. And then there's a comments section, which I have not put a comment in when I donated, but it'll be fun to see if people make comments. So I hope that that will also kind of bring on some, fun competition and camaraderie. So,
And the text to donate
oh,
number is not there, but it will be back. And we love that feature because it's an easy, and if you scroll to Jansen's page, each of you will have a specific text to donate
oh,
number.
okay, hold on. Let me see here. So fundraisers.
And so there you go. So you can text unlocked to, and it will take you to the,
Now I'm on her specific page, right? And
yeah, and that's your little message.
that's
That's
my
your
little
customized
message.
message. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then I guess we probably want to input the text code, each individual text code. So I'm going to make a note right now for everybody that we want to add those
It
texts.
was in the card. It was on the card.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, if you go back, it was on the card. It was like unlock 2 and it was 71777.
Okay, I'm sorry. Where was that?
Go to
Under,
fundraisers,
thank you.
scroll down. There you
Oh,
go.
it's right there. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yep.
I can only do so many things at once.
No, you're fine.
Um, okay, cool. And again, you can get to this site by going to curesyngat1.org/unlock. So does anybody have any questions? And tonight, obviously there's time for them at other times. And has anybody typed in any questions, y'all? Not yet? Okay. Well, hopefully this will
Yes,
be
there is a quite wait. To help emphasize needs of private fundraising. So to help emphasize need for private fundraising within our circles, does SRF have stats or info on how research cure progress has been threatened, slowed by federal budget cuts and impacts to hit home on need of for accelerating a treatment and cure in this environment through private and individual support that we can share? We can help you draft something. We can definitely help you draft a message to circulate to your network on that specific.
Yeah, I think we are trying hard not to take a political
We're
stance.
right, exactly. We're really trying hard not to be political.
Right. And I don't have any specific stats. I mean, it's sort of, if anybody's paying attention to rare disease, obviously we are adversely impacted right now. I don't have stats, but we are really trying hard not to put Cure SYNGAP1 out there with a
And
statement.
we're always communicating with our researchers and trying to understand what is the impact. And we're trying to quantify it. We don't have a firm answer on the number. So we don't have a number, if that makes there are some secondary impact that we can see that is definitely affecting a lot of different things. So we can help you draft something
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more questions? We really appreciate those of you who took time out of your evenings for coming here tonight, and especially, like I said, on short notice. Well, if there aren't any more questions, you know where to find Jessica and me, giving@SYNGAP1.org, right? Did I say that right? I get so confused about saying all those things. And as you can see, we are doing our best to refer to SRF as Cure SYNGAP1 now. There'll be more and more messaging around the brand name change coming up, but I love that it's Cure SYNGAP1 because it's very clear who we are versus SRF. I generally, in the last 4 years, don't use the words SRF with anyone that I speak with other than y'all because it's not meaningful. I do what I can in all my conversations to use the word SYNGAP1. I usually just say SYNGAP1, SYNGAP1, and so now I'll add Cure on, but I think it's less confusing, which is great. Acronyms are drive me nuts. Anything else from y'all, Virginia or Jess?
No, you did a great job.
Good.
Great.
That's great.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it.